Roblox shorts are everywhere right now. They dominate YouTube shorts, TikTok, and Instagram reels. Some of them get millions of views. Most of them get almost nothing. And what's interesting is that skill doesn't seem to explain the difference. Neither does editing quality, and surprisingly, neither does how good the gameplay actually is. So I wanted to understand what's really going on, not as a Roblox player, but as an observer of patterns. I looked at dozens of Roblox shorts that went viral, and just as many that didn't. And once you start comparing them side by side, a few very specific patterns show up. The first thing I noticed is that viral Roblox shorts are not about gameplay. That sounds obvious, but it's important. In many of the most successful shorts, the gameplay is actually mediocre. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's clumsy, sometimes it looks almost accidental, but that doesn't matter, because the gameplay is not the product. The moment is. Viral Roblox shorts almost always revolve around one strange, absurd, or unexpected moment. A weird NPC interaction, a nonsensical trade, a rule that makes no sense, a social interaction that feels wrong but funny. The viewer doesn't need to understand Roblox to get it. They just need to understand the situation, and that's why these shorts spread so well. They don't require context, they don't require skill, they don't require fandom, they only require curiosity. The second pattern is pacing. Most people assume fast pacing means lots of cuts, lots of effects, lots of noise. But that's not actually what's happening. Viral Roblox shorts have clear pacing, not chaotic pacing. There is usually a setup, a moment of confusion, and a payoff. Even if the short is only 15 seconds long, it still follows that structure. What fails over and over again are shorts that try to be funny constantly. If everything is loud, nothing is loud. If every second is a joke, no second stands out. The shorts that perform best usually slow down for just a moment. They let the confusion land. They let the viewer think, wait, what? That tiny pause is what keeps people watching. The third pattern is on-screen text. This one is critical. Viral Roblox shorts almost never use captions to explain everything. They use captions to guide attention. The text doesn't describe what's happening, it reacts to it. Instead of saying, "This NPC took my money," the caption says something like, "Why did it do that?" That difference matters, because the second one invites the viewer into the confusion. It makes them feel like they're discovering the moment with you. When captions explain too much, the short becomes passive. When captions react instead, the viewer becomes involved. Another thing I noticed is repetition. Not repetition of content, but repetition of structure. The same creator might post dozens of Roblox shorts, and visually they all look different. Different games, different situations, different jokes. But structurally, they're almost identical. There's always a clear beginning, a single focus, and a clean ending. What doesn't work is randomness, clips stitched together without a point, multiple jokes fighting each other, too many ideas in one short. The algorithm doesn't reward chaos, it rewards clarity. There's also something subtle happening with tone. The most successful Roblox shorts are not trying to be impressive. They're not trying to look smart. They're not trying to show skill. They're trying to capture a moment that feels slightly embarrassing, slightly unfair, or slightly ridiculous. That tone is important because it signals authenticity. It feels like, I didn't plan this. This just happened. That's very different from, I manufactured this for content. Viewers can feel the difference immediately, even if they can't explain it. One of the biggest mistakes I see is creators chasing trends too literally. They copy the visuals, they copy the font, they copy the music, they copy the pacing. But they miss the underlying reason the original worked. The original worked because it showed a social absurdity. Roblox is not just a game, it's a social sandbox. The best shorts treat it that way. They focus on strange trades, weird power dynamics, nonsensical rules, human behavior inside a game world. That's what makes them relatable beyond the game itself. Another important observation: viral Roblox shorts almost never feel like a series. Even if the creator has posted hundreds of them, each short feels standalone. There's no episode 1, part 2, wait for part 3. Those things reduce curiosity. The viewer should feel like, I just walked in on something weird, not, I missed something. It's also worth mentioning what doesn't seem to matter as much as people think. High-end graphics don't matter. Perfect gameplay doesn't matter. Winning doesn't matter. Sometimes losing is funnier. Sometimes failing is better. What matters is that the situation makes sense emotionally, even if it doesn't make sense logically. Confusion is okay. Boredom is not. If you put all of this together, a clear picture starts to form. Viral Roblox shorts are not about Roblox. They're about moments that feel unfair, strange, or funny, expressed simply with just enough guidance for the viewer to follow along. That's why people who don't even play Roblox still watch them. They're not watching gameplay. They're watching a tiny story. And that also explains why so many Roblox shorts fail. They focus too much on the game, too much on speed, too much on noise, and not enough on the moment itself. If there's no moment, there's nothing to remember. Once you see these patterns, you start noticing them everywhere. You can predict which shorts will take off and which ones won't, just by watching the first 3 seconds. Not because you're guessing, but because the structure is either there or it isn't. The interesting part is that none of this requires being good at Roblox. It requires noticing behavior, timing, and restraint, knowing when to let the moment speak for itself. And that's why the best Roblox shorts don't feel like content. They feel like accidents the internet found. Once you understand that, you can't really unsee it. And it changes how you look at shorts in general, not just Roblox ones.